Now, I am a DJ, so before we start handing out the awards, we're going to have some more wonderful music now, some proper Welsh music from a proper male voice choir. Now, except these male voices that you're about to hear are a little younger than most. They're all between 14 and 19, and that's why they're being looked after by the big boys of Only Men Aloud. They're breathing new life into an old tradition, and they've already brought the roof down at the Millennium Stadium just down the road. I won't lie, when I first saw these on S4C a little while back, I think it was during the CLICvlog in Ebbw Vale, I actually cried a little bit with happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Only Boys Aloud.
Okay, we're here to perform a few songs for the Youth Excellence Awards.
And so how long have you guys been involved with Only Boys Aloud?
We've been singing with them now for about just over a year. That's when the choir first started, and I think most of us were there from the start.
I was here from the start.
Yeah.
So what got you into singing?
It's always been in my family. I've followed concerts since I was 4 years old, so it's always been in my blood.
It's really weird, I didn't really come from a very musical background. Nobody in my family was that into music. But in school, I really, especially in primary school, I really enjoyed the little music lessons we did with the teacher playing recorders and things like that. And as I got older, I learned to play the piano and other things. And I'd just been interested in music all my life then.
I haven't got a musical family at all. It's just my music teacher said, "You have a really nice voice. Come on to choir," and that's where we started.
Yeah, my family didn't really get an opportunity to take on music as a young age, but because the opportunity was there for me, I took it straight away. And I enjoy singing and playing musical instruments as well. I get a really good buzz.
Personally, for me, it was the support of my music teachers in school. My background isn't particularly musical. Nobody in my family is a musician, but it was supportive teachers in school who said to me, "You could sing a bit, and if you really put your mind to it and work hard, then you could achieve something." And I'm here now, basically thanks to them. And it's those stories that we try and put across to the boys every week as well, that if you work hard and want to achieve your goals, then there's nothing to stop you really.
What do you take from working with such young people?
Well, I think the best thing is literally seeing how they grow and develop into confident young men, because some of these boys now have been singing with us for a year, maybe two in some cases, and literally you might see them when they're 13 or 14 years old, and you work with them every week, so you don't see them grow up, instantly, but all of a sudden you kind of stand back and you realise, they're growing up here, and all the work that we're doing, even though it's only a couple of hours a week, they're starting to grow in confidence, they're starting to really develop and enjoy the kind of things that we're teaching and the kind of things that we're, helping them, I suppose, to take into their adult lives. And of all the fantastic gigs we do and the brilliant places we sing and the wonderful people we sing with, I think what they get out of the scheme as a whole is the best part about it.
What do Only Boys Aloud sort of do to promote that Welsh heritage and keep that alive?
Well, the history of singing in Wales, goes back as far as you want to look for it, and more importantly, I suppose, male voice choirs were stemmed from, miners and the pits and just gangs of guys that were together working and really were looking for an outlet, and they found that in singing. And I suppose now it's great to think that Only Boys Aloud are really writing their own history, because, this is one of the first schemes of its kind that's up and running in Wales, and it's proudly now sitting alongside all the established choirs that are there, at the moment. And I think the history of Only Boys Aloud, as I said, will write itself, and will hopefully reinvigorate all the fantastic work that's going on everywhere else in the country every day of the week.
There's no shame really in singing. It's a part of Wales really, isn't it? It's been through our roots, it's in our roots really, so there's no shame in it.
Yeah, it's part of a heritage. Now, what I think is good about Only Boys Aloud is that there's loads of different boys from different backgrounds, different areas, all coming together and making one choir. So you get to make loads of new friends, and it's a really great opportunity.
And what advice would you give to people who want to get into what you were doing?
Just go for it.
Yeah,
if you're being bullied, just go for it.
Oh, definitely.
It's just jealousy.
Don't care. Don't worry about what people say. Once you get into it, it's a really good opportunity. We've performed in some fantastic venues. Oh God, loads of Millennium Stadium, Millennium Centre, performed at the Ryder Cup at the National Eisteddfod. It's amazing.
And what have been your best experiences with Only Boys Aloud?
Those.
Those. Is there one that stands out particularly?
The Ryder Cup. Probably,
Yeah, the Ryder Cup.
Millennium Stadium.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Everyone was there. It was amazing.
Well, anybody who wants to get involved in music, singing, Only Boys Aloud, whatever it is, I think you've just got to be, confident. You've got to give it a go. You've just got to say, if I really fancy that, or if I want to achieve something, then I can put my mind to it and do it. With Only Boys Aloud, it's an open access scheme. There's no audition, there's no fee. You don't have to be musical to enter. So you can just come along, enjoy yourself, and learn some new skills.